Hello friend, welcome to our channel. In this today's lecture, we are studying about cardiac output. Cardiac output is the topic in the human heart chapter. Cardiac output is defined as the amount of blood pump out of each ventricle per minute. Means cardiac output is the heart blood pump by the heart in 1 minute. This is called as cardiac output. Cardiac output is expressed in two forms, stroke volumes and minute volumes, and its unit is ml per minute. Cardiac output. Normal cardiac output is 5 to 6 liter per minute, and can increase up to 13 liter per minute in a time of stress and exercise. Our activity of heart is increases because of more contraction and relaxation of the heart. This lead to more cardiac output up to 13 liter per minute, determined by multiplying the heart rate by volume of blood ejected by each ventricle during each beat. Means stroke volume. Stroke volume is nothing but the amount of blood pumped by the left ventricle for the each beat is called as a stroke volume. Stroke volume is equal to 17 ml. Cardiac output is equal to heart rate, which is 72 per minute, and stroke volume, which is 17 ml. Cardiac output is influenced by strength of contraction, means how much blood is pumped by left ventricle at each contraction, rate of contraction, and amount of venous return available to ventricles preload. Stroke volume. Stroke volume is nothing but the volume of blood that pumped by the left ventricle for each contraction of ventricle. Stroke volume is the volume of blood pumped by each ventricle per beat or contraction. As the stroke volume increases, cardiac output also increases. Stroke volume depends upon end diastolic volume and contractility. Stroke volume is equal to end diastolic volume minus end systolic volume. Stroke volume for each ventricle is generally equal, both being approximately 70 ml in a healthy 70 kg man, but in normal also it is 70 ml. Men or average higher stroke volume than women due to the large size of their heart. Psychological variation of cardiac output. As the age increases, cardiac output decreases, and in children there is a higher rate of cardiac output. Cardiac output is more in adults than in children because the blood volume is more. In gender, cardiac output is more in male than female. Altitude, cardiac output increases in a higher altitude because our blood contains hemoglobin, and hemoglobin contains oxygen, which is required for the energy. In a higher altitude, we require more energy. That's why our hemoglobin count and RBCs count increases for the supply of oxygen to the body. At the time of pregnancy, cardiac output increases during pregnancy. Exercise. Cardiac output increases during exercise because our body requires energy to perform exercise. As emotion also responsible for the cardiac output increase during emotional exercise. Emotional expressions. Pathological variation of cardiac output. Pathologically increase, which includes hyperthyroidism and fever. Hyperthyroidism means increase in the secretion of thyroid gland and at time of fever. Pathological decrease at the time of hypothyroidism means decrease in the secretion of thyroid hormone by thyroid gland. Hypovolemia. Hemorrhage. Hemorrhage means loss of blood during injury. Myocardial infarction means MI, also called as a heart attack. Regulation of cardiac output means maintaining a constant cardiac output around 5 liter per minute under normal condition is just the cardiac output as per the psychological demands. It has to be regulated to have an optimum cardiovascular efficiency. So this is about today's lecture. As we discuss cardiac output in this lecture, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching this lecture.